Alright guys, it's that time again. It's Empties time. So welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. I'm Monica, and as you just saw, we're doing an Empties video today. I do these every few months. I often accumulate things a lot faster than I think I will. So I like to show you all the things that I run through. And today that's what we're gonna be doing. And so I'm gonna go ahead and section all of these off, and we're just gonna jump right into it because I'm gonna try to make this not too long of a video. All right, so I've sectioned things off. Let's go ahead and start with makeup, and we'll go from there, just like I always do. I have a whole series of empties, so if you wanna check out more of my trash from the past, go ahead and check that out. But let's go ahead and start off. So you'll be shocked to hear that I did not run through a L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. I know. I'm shocked too. But the reason why is I've been trying to get better about also using the things that have just been sitting in my makeup drawer for a really long time. So that's what I did this time, and I ran through the L'Oreal True Match Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Serum. This is, you know, the serum version of their True Match foundation. It has the worst packaging ever. Like, it has this pathetic little serum sort of dropper thing, and it's terrible. I actually did repurchase this already and bought pumps for it, and it's already so much more exciting to use. I do really like this. One thing I want to shout out is I do think it has denatured alcohol in it, and my skin has been pretty dry, so it did tend to make it a little bit drier. So I actually think this serum would be better for me for summertime and not great for like those with super dry skin. I do think it's really pretty though. L'Oreal does foundations so well. This one, of course, the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear, which is my personal favorite, the True Match, they're so beautiful, and I really do love this one, and once again, I already repurchased it, so it is really great. So then I went through a Catrice True Skin Concealer. This is my all-time favorite concealer. I have this in the shade Cool Cashmere and something else for summer, but I'm using Cool Cashmere right now. It's got the perfect applicator, like a thin little doe foot that goes right up into it. This is the best concealer ever. I've tried high-end ones. This is the best one ever. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I have never found concealer that really gives this one a run for its money, and this one is only $7. Medium coverage, super nice under the eyes, minimal creasing, and overall just looks really flattering under so many different kinds of eyes, whether you're, you know, more mature in age, drier skin type, oilier skin type. I think this probably just looks great on everybody. So then I also ran through an Infallible loose setting powder. This is my favorite setting powder right now that's like loose. It goes under the eyes, and I sort of, especially during the summer, do a slight baking where I go into like the lines and stuff because it is so humid here in Alabama. I love this. It is most expensive like in store, so I would suggest trying it out on Amazon because you can get it for way cheaper. I buy this for like $6 or $7 on Amazon, and like everywhere else it retails for around $12. So that's something to note. I think this is great. I love it. It provides a little extra coverage but not too much, and it sets everything so beautifully. So then I finally ran through the Maybelline City Bronzer. There's a little bit left on the edges. This is so old. I've had this since 2019. So I went ahead and used this right up and already repurchased it. I love this. This is in the shade 100. I think this is often overlooked now because there are so many great drugstore options for bronzer, or really just bronzers overall. But this is one of the best. It has the most beautiful, like if you can kind of see, it's got the most beautiful neutral undertone, and is so nice, sculpts to your face and adds a little bit of dimension perfectly without being super warm or super cool, and I love it. And also, it has this nostalgic smell, and I can't figure out what it reminds me of, and I've been trying to figure out for 4 years since I bought this for the very first time. So then I also am considering this an empty. This is the Maybelline Nudes of New York palette. This is the very first one I ever got, so it's pretty old. I've had this since 2020. I already ran through most of my favorite shadows. This is my favorite, and this is in the shade Heroin. It is just the perfect crease shade. I wear it on an everyday basis, and every time I use this palette, I wonder why I ever bother purchasing any other palettes, because it's the perfect palette in my opinion. It is great. This got a lot of buzz when it first launched, but it has since been overlooked. I think it's beautiful, and I'm glad to have it, like, have a new one in my collection, and maybe next time I'll try to use a little bit more of the shades rather than just the ones that I use the most, which, I mean, whatever, but it's such a great palette. So I also used up an old version of the Rimmel Exaggerate lip liner in Innocent. I actually have already tried the new version. It's in a little bit different packaging. This base part is black now. Very, very similar formula. I have noticed that I actually like the new formula a little bit better because this one is almost a little too soft to me now, and the other one has just a little bit more of a grip. So when you're applying it, it has so much pigmentation, but it doesn't break off. And I had that a couple of times, like I had that issue a couple of times with this, and the newer version of it is like exactly the same with just a little bit more grip, and it is so beautiful. Same color and everything, and holds onto your lipstick forever. So I also want to talk about the Milani Make It Last setting spray I ran through. This is the jumbo size. It's my favorite setting spray of all time. I've tried other ones and they just don't compete with this one. This is the best and I absolutely love it. Definitely get the jumbo size if you are into it, and get it from Walmart because it's like 9 or 10 bucks over there. So now on to skincare. Let's start off with something that I have run out of finally after years. This is the Seraphine Botanicals Sugar and Lemon Lip Scrub. This I got in a BoxyCharm, gosh, I think in 2017. I know, it's been too long. It's gross. But I did use it up. I wouldn't see myself repurchasing it again because I kind of had to force myself to use it because I don't usually use lip scrubs in general, but if I did use one, this is great because it's got a little bit of grip, but I don't feel like it's just like rubbing the skin right off my lips. I feel like it just does a good job of kind of getting, you know, the dry skin off. So I do really like it for that, but I don't see myself repurchasing it because I don't really use lip scrub. So just wanted to kind of shout that out, but I do think it's good. So I also ran out of a Grande Brow Enhancing Serum. I love this. I have talked about this for a while now, and there is an Amazon dupe for it out there that I think is very, very similar to this, that I also kind of toggle between this one and that one, just depending on how I'm feeling, I guess, my mood. I love this. I think that it is great. It is very expensive, so definitely if you want to try it, get the smaller size or wait for a sale, because like this is like $78 or $75, and you can get it for like in the 30s, or you can just get like a little sample size that'll last you about 6 weeks, and you can kind of get an idea how you feel about it then. So then I also ran out of both of my cleansers that I run out of so many of them between these that I often forget to keep the containers. But I did run out of both the Aveeno Oat Cleansing cleanser that I use and the Cerave Benzoyl Peroxide cleanser that I use. Love both of them. I've been using them for years. I can't say enough good things. The Aveeno one I used in the morning and at night, and the Cerave one I use every other night of the week, just to make sure I'm not overdoing my skin, especially in the winter. I sometimes use it a little bit more in the summer, and I don't have a problem with it, like having any problems with my skin barrier or anything like that, or causing, you know, an adverse reaction. So I think that those are both great, and of course would recommend them, and of course I've already repurchased them quite a few times. So I ran out of another one of the Ordinary 100% Rose Hip Seed Oils. This I use on top of every other skincare product I use at night to kind of top it off, and it adds so much moisture and hydration without being too much, and the oil doesn't have any, you know, it doesn't cause any reactions on my skin. I think it's beautiful. I've repurchased it so many times. It's so inexpensive, and 100% in my opinion works at both hydrating and kind of minimizing any kind of scarring. So I use it for acne scars, and it really works well for that too. So then I also ran out of one of the Maylove Glow Maker serums. This one, I've mentioned it quite a few times. I feel like sometimes during the warmer months it shows up already sort of tinged yellow or orange. This one didn't because I got it in a colder month, and the one I'm using now didn't show up like that, but I'm afraid that it's going to happen again. I'll keep you posted in the future if that happens, because honestly it is kind of annoying, and I do really like this serum, but I wish it was in better packaging. So I also ran out of a jumbo size of the Good Molecules Hyaluronic Acid Serum. This is my favorite hyaluronic acid serum. I've tried so many, and this is the one that hydrates my skin without feeling too sticky, because the stickiness kind of weirds me out, and the Ordinary one does it really, really bad. And it's funny because I know my best friend Melissa doesn't like this one, and I think she does like the Ordinary one, so we just have completely different opinions about both of them. But it is great, super hydrating, and very, very budget friendly. Only $12 for the big one and $6 for the regular size. So I think it's worth it. I think it's great, and I love using it. Then I ran out of the Cerave Resurfacing Retinol Serum. I have been talking for way too long about how I'm gonna get on a tretinoin, and I need to go ahead and get to it. I'm 26 years old, I need to go ahead and get on it. And this is just an introduction to it. I've tried clindamycin before, and it really tore up my skin, so I'm a little bit afraid to try tretinoin again, because it was clindamycin mixed with like tretinoin, so it was acne treating as well, and my skin did not agree with it. After a very long time, like, you know, there's an adjustment period, it was not working, so I went back to this, and my skin cleared right up and just started feeling better again, because I had been using it for like 8 months, and it wasn't working. I think the trial, like I think the period of when purging and stuff happens is like 11 weeks, so it was way past that. But this is great, especially as an introduction into retinol serum. I use it I think, let's see, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So 3 times a week, and it's great. Might even up it, but I also use like other sort of actives that I don't want to combine this with. So just keep that in mind. It's really great. It also has ceramide, so it kind of is a more gentle approach to retinol. Then I also ran out of another one of the Paula's Choice Exfoliate 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. I've been using this for years. It is great. It's great at preventing breakouts, treating breakouts without making your skin super dry and flaky. I love this. I use it at night, but I know some people use it during the day and say it doesn't cause any problems under their makeup or anything like that. I think it's just great, and it really helps the like under the skin little bumps that you may get. So if you're having problems with this, maybe try this one. They have a mini version available on both Amazon and at Sephora that you can try, and that'll give you a good idea of maybe like how it works for you. Then I ran out of my Canmake Mermaid Skin Gel UV Sunscreen. I love this. It's my favorite. That was such an attractive face. I do love this though. It is my favorite. I think it is so beautiful. I toggle between this one and the Hero Cosmetics one, like the original one that they released for a while, but this one is best, especially during the winter when my skin's a little bit drier, because the other one can kind of like hold on to dry skin or make my skin not look as glowy, and I love this. You could actually just use this as a glowy primer too, as well as like your SPF all in one. I just use it as SPF because I use other stuff to like hold, like grip onto my makeup as primer, but it's really great. You can get a 2-pack on Amazon for like 20 bucks. Then I also ran out of one of the Cerave Skin Renewing Night Creams. They've changed the packaging just a little bit, and I think it looks just a little bit more elevated. I really, really like it. They didn't change the formula at all. This is the best nighttime moisturizer ever. It's a little bit thicker, but not so much so to where you feel like you're like super oily or anything. It's just super hydrating, and I love it. Then I ran out of another one of my favorite mud masks. This is from Youth to the People. It's the Super Clay Purify and Clear Power Mask. I love to use this to treat breakouts, to prevent breakouts. I use it about every 1.5 to 2 weeks, and I think that's the perfect amount to use it. I love it, and I let it sit for like a while on my skin, but I promise it's not too much. All right, so now let's talk about some hair stuff. I have run out of some more Redken Extreme Conditioner and Shampoo. This is my favorite protein shampoo and conditioner line. It's amazing. It's not supposed to make your hair be really soft, but it's supposed to make it strong, and it works. I have been using it. My hair has never grown past like here, and now it's like past like to almost to the middle of like where my belly button is. So I think that these are great. I love to use this in combination with one of the other ones I'm about to talk about, and you really just can't go wrong. It's an investment, but for me, it's worth the investment on my hair because my hair has gone through a lot, even without bleaching it or anything. Now, I do get a balayage, but when it was at its worst, I actually did not get it colored at all, and it was terrible. So then I ran out of another one of the Redken All Soft Mega Shampoos. Somehow, I'm running out of the Extreme line and the All Soft Mega Shampoo before I run out of the All Soft Mega Conditioner. That is so weird. It never happened before, but it is now, so whatever. But this is my moisturizing shampoo and conditioner line. I love this stuff. Like I said, in combination with the Extreme, it just makes my hair so healthy, even though I'm like adding bleach to it, even though it's not a lot of bleach, but it's still bleach, and I'm heat styling it a lot more than I used to because I was growing it out from being so fried. It's great. It's one of the only things that has brought my hair back to life, and shout out to my hairstylist. Once again, I think I've shouted her out so many times on this because she has saved my hair. So what I use for my deep conditioner when I use the All Soft Mega line, like I alternate between that one and the Extreme every week. So like 1 week I do the All Soft Mega, then the next I do Extreme, and so on and so forth. But when I do the moisturizing routine, which is the All Soft Mega, I use this as my deep conditioner. This is so dingy and janky. This is the All Soft Heavy Cream. It's just the All Soft regular line, and it is so good. First of all, it smells delicious, and I think that it just hydrates my hair so nicely. I actually let it sit on my hair. I get out of the shower, let it sit on my hair for 30 minutes, and then I go back in and rinse it out, and it is so good. It's my favorite one that I've been using for, I think, almost a year now. It's so good. Then I ran out of another one of the Kenra Professional Blow Dry Sprays. This is the best heat protectant out there for like blow drying your hair because it almost adds a layer of what looks like oil to your hair, which actually just adds moisture, and it's not oily at all, and it just makes your hair look so soft. I love the way it smells. I've been using this for years. My hairstylist has turned me on to a lot of products that she has used or has suggested to me because they are so good, and I have been using this for almost as long as I've been using the All Soft Mega Conditioner and Shampoo because I have been using those the most out of all of my hair care routine items. Gosh, I threw off the flow and I forgot 2 skincare products, but let's go ahead and talk about them now. So first I'm going to talk about the Clean It Zero Cleansing Balm. I've talked about this several times. This is my favorite cleansing balm of all time. I always get the jumbo size. It's so great. Gets all the makeup off. It doesn't matter what kind of makeup it is. Waterproof, not waterproof, long lasting, not long lasting. It is so, so good. And then after I do that, I go in on a reusable cotton round just to get any like areas around my hairline or anything that I didn't necessarily get everything off, which is user error on my part. And I go in with the La Roche-Posay micellar water. This is actually for oily skin, but I feel like it works really, really well for dry skin. It does not dry my skin out at all. It is so good, and I really love it. It's got a little bit of fragrance to it, which normally I'd be bothered by, but to be honest, it's a wash-off treatment, so not too many points are counted against that. I do really, really love this micellar water. So let's talk about the Cinema Secrets Makeup Brush Cleaner. I want to talk about this for a second. I had to force myself to use this. I bought this in a Sephora sale, I think 3 Sephora sales ago, back in the fall of 2021 or something like that. I had to force myself to use it because it worked really well, and it was really cool because it was fast drying and everything. I love the concept, but it smells like a gas station bathroom to me. Like, it smells like toilets, and like, not like stinky toilets, but like toilets in like stinky places. I don't know. I don't want my makeup brush to smell like that. And the thing is the smell lasts forever on my makeup brushes, so I just kind of like used this as much as I could, went through it, got it over with, and have been trying to get the smell out of my makeup brushes ever since. Would not repurchase it strictly because of the smell. Not because it doesn't work well or anything. It does work well, but the smell kills me. It kills me. So I also ran out of one of my Arm & Hammer Fresh Burst fragrance beads. This is the biggest one. I love this. It's my favorite fragrance bead smell on the market, and I think these work so well without like stripping color from your clothing or anything like that. And this is the most gigantic thing ever. This lasts me forever, like at least 2 months. So I love this, and the smell is so divine. So let's talk about some cleaning stuff. First, I have the Laundress Home Cleaning Glass and Mirror Cleaner. So I do really like this. I got this to replace Windex because I just wanted something that didn't have a smell to it. I just was trying some stuff out, and I could totally see myself repurchasing this because it works just as well as Windex. I think it maybe has a slightly cleaner formula. It doesn't really have much of a fragrance. It cleans glass so well and surfaces so well, and I really, really like it, and 100% would repurchase it. I got this on Amazon, and it says it's streak-free, and it totally is, so I think it's definitely worth it. A little bit more expensive, but also, like I said, I think it's a bit cleaner as well. So then I ran out of some Swiffer stuff. First, I ran out of the floor cleaner itself, and then the wet jet pads. I've been trying to get better about not discarding these before I include them in an empties video because it's very easy for me to forget about stuff like this. But I do really like both of these. Okay, how did I not think that this was gonna be a bad idea holding these at the same time? Anyway, I do really like both of these. These I fly through pretty quickly because sometimes our floors get so dirty, it makes me so upset. But they get so dirty because like we're just in and out, and it's been raining a lot, especially like within this past year, and especially like this winter, which was really weird. And the dogs just like track in dirt and everything. But this does get it up really well, and this gets it up really well. I love both of them. I tried to go cleaner route with my floor cleaner, and it just wasn't working the same, so here I am back with Swiffer. All right, so we're just about done. We just got some candles, and most of them are from Yellowhammer, which is one of my personal favorite candle companies based in Northport, Alabama. First, I have Blue Volcano, which is one of my all-time favorites. It smells like a spa. I can't get enough of it. I have like 3 backups, and I'll probably order more. I have them in the bigger size now. It's just my favorite, and I love it. Then I have Cozy Flannel, which is one of their fall edition or like winter edition, so this is not available right now. It smells so good. A little woodsy, but not so much so to where it smells like a tree. So beautiful. I love this smell, and the scent throw on these things is amazing. And then the last Yellowhammer one I have is Roses and Ivy. This is also one of my favorite smells. It's a dupe for the Bath & Body Works like rose one. It smells so good. Wonderful scent throw. Also have like 2 backups of these because it is so good, and I just love the way it smells. It smells so, so good. I actually like the smell of roses, and it reminds me kind of my grandma, so maybe it's like a nostalgic thing. But I think overall it's just a good scent, even if you don't have any sort of like scent memories attached to it. And I have this just like, I think this is like a local one. My hairdresser gave this to me. It's a natural soy candle, and the smell rose. I think it smells really good, but I do prefer the Yellowhammer rose one because this one, I don't know, like it's not unique enough to where I would buy it again. I love that my hairdresser got it for me for Christmas. I thought it was so, so sweet, but I think I would add just another scent to it to make it a little bit more unique and a little bit more interesting to smell. All right, so that is it for my empties video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and enjoy looking through my trash. Like I said, I have a whole playlist, so if you want to go check out more of the trash from my past, since I'm making that a saying in today's video, then definitely go check that out. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and hit the notification bell down below, and also subscribe to my channel if you're not already. If you've not checked out the rest of my channel, go check it out if you'd maybe be interested in beauty and lifestyle. That's what I do over here. And if you do check it out and like what you see, go ahead and hit that subscribe button like I said, and join my family over here because I'd love to have you stick around for a while. But anyway, that is it for now, so I hope you guys have the best rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!